This is Minds of Conspiracy, and I'm William Zariski, private investigator. If you want any more information on my investigative services, please visit willzpi.com. And we're talking about government concentration camps, detention camps. Everybody became familiar with the term Fema in August of 2005 with the Hurricane Katrina. FEMA was created in 1979 through Jimmy Carter's executive order 12127. I'm not going to go into the details on that, but in 2003 it became part of the Department of Defense. So for some time they've been renovating and constructing new detention camps throughout this country. There was an estimated amount of $385 million over a 5-year period of time to get these camps going. They are there. They're in different regions of the United States. There's about 800 of these camps across our nation. It's been documented at these camps that there's industrial ovens and gas chambers. Why would our government have this? Are they anticipating a nuclear war, a chemical war, biological attack? Are they anticipating detention of when the Samaro and the North American Trade Union come to play into this? Or maybe this is where the people go after a false rapture. Now let's look in Revelation 20, verse 4. I saw thrones on which seated those who had been given authority to judge. And I saw the souls of those who had been beheaded because of their testimony for Jesus and because of the Word of God, the Bible. They had not worshipped the beast or his image and had not received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. Interesting enough, it says in their hands. And this plays into the mark of the beast and the Antichrist. So, in essence, my take on this, these camps may be used where the people go that are not going to go along with this thing. So they're here, they're in place. It's said that history repeats itself. Let's look at some things here. The first time fluoride was put into drinking water was at the Nazi concentration camps. Ironically, the United States government is putting sodium fluoride into the drinking water or tap water. Some people believe that our government has everyone classified by colors, red, blue, yellow, or green. And this is how this theory pans out. The red list people are outspoken religious leaders, talk show hosts, and certain community leaders. The blue list people are basically red list supporters. And the yellow or green list people know nothing about government conspiracy theories and are most likely to comply with government. Now, theorists believe that the red and blue list people are going to be taken to these camps and killed similar to the way Hitler killed the Jews. During the time of Hitler, many Jews refused to believe what Hitler said when he said he was going to kill them all. Now, when the killing began, many people refused still. Even Germans living close to these camps refused to believe the smell of the burning flesh, burning 24 hours a day, it could be human. They discounted the sights of rail cars arriving full of people and leaving empty. The Nazis had checkpoints, as America does. Now America wants mandatory DNA checkpoints. And if you don't comply, they'll taser you and arrest you. So it's like going to be worse. Without getting into a large discussion on this, this is the beginning of things that are happening in America. And it seems like it's going to be much worse than that. Now, I'm going to play a clip here so that maybe you'll help get the picture here, what's going on. And see, I'll turn this up so you can hear.
On the backs of flatback rail cars, these little 1- and 2-person mobile concrete jail cells. And those indeed have been manufactured by the tens of thousands.
Several years ago, the military issued a challenge to create a faster and better razor tape, and one that could be deployed faster than 30 man-hours.
Just tell me, what kind of operations are going on inside? The recent discovery of a makeshift jail,
A clandestine detention center.
Concentration camp.
This whole continuity of government system is designed to suppress and control the people of America.
Homeland Security says people who oppose abortion or worry about the threat of illegal aliens could pose a radical threat to America.
Is that the face of a terrorist? That they had to know where that cash came from?
Again, it's turning more into fascism.
I got a call from the Secret Service. They wanted to do a quick walkthrough of my house to make sure I wasn't some kind of radical racist.
Homegrown. Homegrown, I should say.
Now, I think we get the point here. Now, let's look again into our Bibles. Luke 21:12. But before all this, they will lay hands on you and persecute you. They will deliver you into the synagogues and prisons, and you will be brought before kings and governors, and all on account of my name. If our world, our society, 2,000 years ago, when Christ walked the earth, God in flesh, they crucified him, what do you think they're going to do to us? It tells us right here in Luke 21. Now, also these camps, there was a railway system, just as it was done in Nazi Germany. So again, history repeating itself. And it's been said that the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina was used as a test run of continuity of government program, which allowed Fema to practice gathering large numbers of people to these camps, while suspending their constitutional rights and militarizing the region with the help of a private military contractor, Blackwater USA. Only now they're getting the foreign troops involved, as I talked about before. Now, FEMA also has millions of disposable caskets stored at various locations throughout the United States. These caskets are plastic, and they're large enough to hold 3 to 4 bodies. Trains, camps, caskets. Some things to check out biblically would be Jeremiah 50, verse 7, 51, 49, Revelation 17, 6, Revelation 18, 24. Now let's talk about civil unrest. It's a term used by law enforcement to describe a form of disturbance caused by a group of people protesting about political problems. Civil unrest is also related to economic issues such as hyperinflation, devaluation of currency, natural or man-made disasters, and severe unemployment. The possibility of civil unrest in regions of the United States in the near future is likely to happen as a result of economic collapse. Now, my take on it, in the beginning, it would start in the large cities first, with the deployment of police, military, and foreign militaries. Now, on October 17th of 2006, then President Bush signed Public Law 109-364, or the John Warner Defense Authorization Act of 2007. That allowed the president to station troops anywhere in America and take control of state-based National Guards units without consent of a governor or local authorities. And then Directive 51 was signed by Bush in May 4th of 2007. Now that basically gives the President of the United States dictatorship powers. You could pull this information up on the internet. Check out paragraphs 22, 23, and 24. You're going to be amazed. Directive 51. Now, martial law is a military rule or authority imposed on a civilian population when the civilian authorities cannot maintain law and order at any time in war or during an emergency. Declaration of martial law means your rights are suspended and it's governed by decree. So your constitutional rights may no longer apply. Citizens can be arrested and imprisoned indefinitely without charges. The military can implement house-to-house searches seizing guns. If you don't believe this can happen, guess what? It has happened before, right after Hurricane Katrina. So there's a reason for the troops, the foreign troops, the domestics that are employed in the United States. Are you beginning to see the big picture? Things are being orchestrated now. And I tell you, remember the 12 disciples. 11 of them were martyred. We need to pay attention to this stuff, folks. So now we are going to get discussing the militia movements. I think that people that they're kind of misguided in this sense, and they want to attack. They want a government. They want to go against government. But God tells us that's not the plan, because these things have to happen.